is Mike Weber. I'm from Walkerton, Canada, and I've been living in Moscow for 2.5 years.
I've been living abroad for about 4 or 5 years, and I traveled around a lot of Western Europe, but I'd never been to Eastern Europe. So I heard about the job here, and I thought it'd be a great opportunity. Kind of worked 2 careers. I first started as a journalist. I started actually, my claim to fame was when I was 9 years old. I was the world's youngest ice hockey announcer. So ever since a young age, I've been involved with sports media. I always had a fascination with Russia, as I was a big hockey fan. The 2 arch rivals, Canada and Russia, or Canada and the USSR before that.
Ice hockey, it's our national sport, along with lacrosse, and every kid grows up dreaming of hoisting the Stanley Cup and winning the NHL title, and winning gold at the Olympics for Canada in hockey as well. So it's eat, sleep, drink hockey in Canada. It's pretty good ice right now. It's late in the evening, so there's been a lot of people out on the rink, so it could use to be flooded, but it's not too bad right now. So it's not any worse than when we skate on the ponds back in Canada. So I first started skating when I was about 3 or 4 years old. My parents would take me to the local rink at the local town, and we also had a pond in my backyard that we would play a little bit of pond hockey on, and we always had a tradition every Christmas. We would have a family game where my dad and I would try and score goals on my brother, and he would play as the goalie. So that was a family tradition of mine every Christmas. When I was a kid, I was a fast skater, so one of my nicknames was the Russian Rocket. Joke that I was as fast as Pavel Bure. Yeah, it was a good little spin around the rink, and nice to get feel my legs again out on the ice, and it was a really nice time. About 2 winters ago, I did the Christiania celebration, where I did the polar bear swim, as we like to call it in Canada, where plunged 3 times into the water. I think it's safe to say that was the coldest I've ever felt in my life. I remember I was trying to get my shoes on after, and I couldn't get my feet in my shoe, and I couldn't get my shoes tied. And my good friend's girlfriend had to put my feet in the shoes and tie the laces, and while we kind of waddled back like penguins to the metro. And it was actually a Banya. I was told that the former USSR hockey teams used to come to, and I really enjoyed that experience. I just love hot temperatures, and it was a neat experience, and something that I wish we had more in Canada. It seems like in Finland there's saunas everywhere, and Russia there's banyas, so I've made it a rule that whenever I eventually own a house, the first thing I'm going to do is put a sauna in. Yeah, I'm thinking to put another year or 2 years in Russia, so no plans to leave anytime soon, so it's all good so far, so keep it going.